Hello everyone, this is Maud and welcome to Yoga for Caregivers, Orderlies, for anybody who's taking care of somebody. And before we start class, I really want to come from this place of appreciation for all of you out there who are really taking really good care of other people and putting other people's needs first. And you guys just go the extra mile, and it's always about that other person. And so I just wanted to thank you first and foremost before we start this class. And also for your sake as the student of this class, I want you to really think of yourself as somebody who also deserves care, as somebody who also deserves priority and attention. And so we're going to start that right now using the breath. And so I want you to start in a nice seated pose, a comfortable pose. You can have a blanket underneath your bums. Just feels good overall in the body, a nice curvature in the spine. And I want us to start shaking the body actually, just shaking the arms and even part of the head. You're kind of shaking your neck and your torso, and you're just kind of moving the body left and right, finding that nice twist. What I like about shaking is it really sort of disperses any energy that I might have accumulated during the day, and I don't want it to build up on my body. So it's almost my way of just physically shaking it off and letting it leave my body through my fingers or extremities, just shaking it off. So if you've had a difficult day, if that's just your day, and just shaking stuff off, and maybe rolling the shoulders. Inhale. And then as you exhale, just rest the palms maybe on top of each other. Maybe they're on your lap. But I want you to notice the difference between your shaking energy when it was rigorous, right? And we were kind of vibrating. And then right now, as we're just starting to feel settled in our seat, like how does that feel? And we all know that the breath really does take us to this place of softness and gentleness. So find that here. Inhaling through the nose. You can open the mouth, exhale it out. Inhaling through nose. Exhaling out. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. And then exhaling. Always remembering that the breath can make a huge difference in how we respond to conversations, in how we dialogue with our body, and also how we move the body. And sort of blink your eyes open. Maybe removing the blanket underneath your bums and just putting out, the mat as sort of a pillow, because we're going to start here on our backs. Please bend your legs, knees towards the sky, and the hands are on the belly. And widen the stance of the feet, so maybe as wide as your mat. And you start to take these nice windshield wipers left and right. And you start kind of slow, the movements are a little bit small. Listening to the lower back. And the movements start to get a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So that maybe you can drop your knees all the way to the left and the right. Minding the breath. One more time on each side. And as you drop your knees to the right side, open up the arms, lengthen them towards the back. And then maybe just have your right ankle on top of your left thigh. And then have your right hand grab your left wrist and slowly slide the upper body towards the right side as well. And finding this nice opening right here in front of that left hip. Inhale right here, drawing the knee in. Exhale here. Slowly release the right leg. Center the body, center the upper body, and then slowly drop the knees to the left
This time the left ankle is going to be on top of your right thigh. Lengthen the arms overhead, and this time the left hand grabs the right wrist, and really feel that stretch on your right side. And you'll hear me say this a lot in class, but I love this feeling of cracking open in the tissues. And I always visualize the tightness of the body coming out through my skin. So it's almost like this stretch that's happening in my skin and in my muscles. Something's actually coming out of them. At least that visual really helps me. Slowly come back to center, releasing the arms. Give yourselves a good morning stretch here. Arms overhead, point the toes ahead of you. And as you exhale, just draw the left knee in towards the chest. Interlace your fingers on the shins and start to do these nice hip circles right here with your hip. The movements can be small. The right leg can just hang. And you start to reverse the direction. Slowly come back to center. Have a nice squeeze, knee to chest. And as you exhale, you open up the left knee towards the left side. You can rest your left hand inside that left thigh. Noticing if the groin is feeling a little bit of sensation. Just letting that knee drop to the left side. Nothing too fancy here. And slowly release this leg. This time, we're going to draw our right knee in. Doing those circles on the hips. And I think we just did maybe 4 circles on that one side. Beautiful. And then start to reverse the motion. Really nice and slow here, guys. There's nothing really fast or quick about these movements. There's nothing fast and quick about this yoga practice, actually. Inhale, squeeze to the chest. And as you exhale, slowly open that hip to the right side. Try not to collapse the entire body. Try to pin both buttock cheeks down. Just opening up this right knee towards the right side. Deep inhale here. And then exhale. And then slowly release this leg. We're going to make a flow out of that. So inhale, point your toes forward, and really lengthen your arms to the back. And as you exhale, send your left knee to the chest, have a little squeeze. Inhale, everything lengthens. Exhale, slowly right knee to chest. Organize the breath with the movement. Inhale. Exhale, slowly. I meant organize the movement with the breath. There you go, got it right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly draw it in. Just one more time each side, shall we? Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale right here. And then exhale, slowly draw the knee in. Beautiful. Plant the right foot down. Find a nice figure 4, left ankle on top of that right thigh. Please take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, you tilt the legs, the lower body towards the right side. You're rolling onto your right side. So this is your left leg that's bent, this left foot that's on the mat. And you send your left thigh inside, sorry, your left hand inside the left thigh, and you push that thigh away from your chest. Beautiful. Find this nice hip opening right here. And slowly come back to center. This time the right ankle is going to be on top of that left thigh. And you take a deep inhale here, letting the air in. Nice breath. Exhale. This time you drop that right foot over to the left side of the body. And the body's going to roll onto the left side. I'm going to turn my back here for a moment. Right hand on your right thigh. And gently push that thigh away from your face. It's one of my favorite poses. It's sort of like a hangout pose. Like you're watching Netflix, but you're also doing the body good by doing these stretches. Inhale here. Exhale out. Beautiful. Slowly release. Draw the knees towards the chest and have a nice knee circles right here. Listening to your inner thigh and really finding that releasing this opening that's happening inside the thigh is a good thing. In your jobs, you're always like catering to somebody, always kind of listening to their needs, and you're always in one side of your body, either the way you carry them or either the way you're holding them and handling them. And right now in this practice, we're giving you attention, we're giving you the care, and we try to equalize both sides of the body. Never 100%, but that's what we gotta try. Roll onto a side of your choice. And gently come up into a hands and knees or quadruped. Taking the time to really spread your fingers underneath your shoulders and really getting those knees underneath the hips. Have a little bit of lift of your belly away from that mat. And just slowly walk your hands over to the left side, finding this nice rainbow shape. Inhale here, and as you exhale, drop your head and shift your hips to the right side. Inhale right here. Exhale. Beautiful. Walk your hands over to the other side. Let them get as far as they can. And then you take a deep inhale here. And then you exhale, just shift your hips to the left using your hands that are down. Beautiful. Inhale. And then exhale, walk them back to center. We're going to do our cat-cows this time. So try not to dump in your shoulder joints. Try to see if you can feel a little bit lifted in the belly away from the mat. And then as you inhale, you slowly sag the belly. You lift your tailbone and then you lift your head. Exhale, organize those movements so that the belly really initiates and everything else reacts. And just a couple more times in this cat-cow. When we drop the belly, it's called a cow pose. When we round it out, it's called a cat pose. And really exaggerating these movements because our spine just loves it. Our spine is practically begging for us to pay attention to it. And in your jobs, if you're most of the time standing, it's always good to cater to that lower back. Finding, a nice posture, a strong posture that makes you go through the day without feeling like, you're tired all the time. Right? We want to have this energy, and your jobs definitely require a lot of energy. So I want us to lift our right leg up. And as you exhale, slowly round the spine, sending that right knee towards your chest, to your nose. Inhale here, shut the door behind you. And then exhale, cross it over to the left side, and then shifting the body back, dropping your head. Beautiful. Last breath right here. And then slowly release this right leg up. And then drop the right knee down. Beautiful. This time left leg lifts. Toes point down. And as you exhale, slowly round the spine, sending that knee underneath your chest or towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen it back. Let's just do that one more time. Exhale, slowly round. Inhale, lengthen it back. And then exhale, slowly send the left foot towards the right side. And really shifting the body back, dropping your head. Inhale right here. Exhale. And then slowly release. Finding your blanket or even your blocks, we're going to find a nice tricep stretch right here. So have something thick in front of you that you can rest your elbows on. And it could be this blanket, like I said, it could be the block. But separate your knees out as wide as the mat.
and have this thick furniture kind of just ahead of you. I want you to plant your palms right in front of it and find these nice sways left and right. Sort of nice wiggles in the lower back. And as you try to find cadence in your movement, you're kind of just inhaling one side, exhaling the other. Beautiful. You start to plant your forearms down. And then you kind of flip your palms towards the ceiling. If you're in a blanket, you can definitely rest your palms on the blanket. You're swaying left and right still. You kind of want to pin the back of your thumbs down towards the mat. And the reason I'm doing this is on an everyday basis, on a daily basis. You guys just have this sort of open palm, service-minded state or mindset. And that's your job, and it's always about the other person. And so I want us to like flip our palms up, because this time I want you to receive what you always give every day, and that is love, attention, care. And just receive that energy for yourself. And as you sway left and right, it's also sort of a reminder that your bodies are amazing for doing what they do every day. Feel this receiving energy with the palms open. And then this time, we're going to stop at the center. Now we're going to finally plant our elbows towards the furniture. Could be a block. Palms together, pair at the palms together, and then slowly drop your forehead down. Maybe sending your thumbs towards the base of the neck, finding that nice tricep stretch. Sending your hips a little closer towards the heels. Remember, you can always place something underneath the bum, so the yoga blocks could be here for you to sit on. It's a nice place to reset the breath. And if you can release your thumbs towards your neck, have a little soft massage here. Really sliding and gliding those thumbs from the base of the skull all the way to the bottom of the neck. And even if that's not happening, just sort of kneading the back of the neck, it just always feels good. You can never get it wrong if you do it yourself. Beautiful yogis. Inhale here. And then exhale, slowly release. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Maybe removing the block underneath the bums. And just coming here in a nice seated pose with hips and heels. Sending your hands on top of your thighs. As you inhale, I want you to draw your heart forward and lifting your chin up. And as you exhale, slowly rounding the spine. Inhale, draw your heart forward and up. And then exhale, slowly round the spine. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale the heart forward. And then exhale. Staying pretty low in this practice. Have the hands sort of walk their way towards your heels and find a nice closed knee child's pose. Just having your forehead on top of something. I'll show this on the left side. You can always have a blanket or something underneath your forehead. And just same thing, sway the body left and right. Then maybe finding your center, taking a pause. When our forehead touches something, it kind of forces us to come into this place that's so internal, and maybe have a little bit of internal conversation, and it better be in a place of gratitude and empowerment, because you guys really are our modern day heroes. Have one more breath here. Exhale it out. And then slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Pushing yourselves up. Maybe hands, this time, press together, prayer at the heart. Drop your heads towards your hands. Reminding yourselves you are worthy of everything that you give every day. Attention, love, and care. Slowly lift your head up, blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for taking the time to take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for catering to yourselves today. I hope you enjoyed this class and I hope you come back next time. Have a good one and bye for now. Namaste.